If you're in the Etsy space, then you'll know not only is the print-on-demand market booming, but the digital download market is too. And although over the last year I've made most of my money through print-on-demand, digital downloads have always intrigued me, but I've never actually tried selling them. I do like the idea of making a product once, having it auto-delivered and doing pretty much no customer service once the item has been sold. So in the spirit of new year, new businesses, I thought I'd give digital downloads a go and document how it's going right here on this channel, similar to the print-on-demand series I'm doing if you've checked out those videos. So to start things off, I want to go over some popular digital download trends and some potential corners of Etsy you can tap into. I've not yet decided what digital download products I'll be selling. I am still very much in the research phase, but I have identified 4 very good niches that you could potentially sell to. So the first digital download niche you could sell to is gaming and streamer overlays. Streaming has become very popular due to TikTok lives, so I think selling streaming overlays could be very profitable. I found this listing on Etsy, which is a animated stream overlay package for Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, that kind of thing. And if we analyse the listing with EverBee, you can see it's been active for 5 months and has done nearly 1,100 in sales. It is on discount at the minute, usually £4, but reduced to £1.83. I can only assume that's a Christmas discount and usually it is full price, so we can estimate this listing has made pretty much anywhere from £3,000 to about £10,000. And if we go on this person's store, you can see obviously they don't just offer one, they offer 48 variations of their streaming overlay. So I think selling streaming overlays could be an option, but we'll see. Now, if you do want to analyse your own listings with EverBee, I have left a link for that in the description of this video. It's useful because not only can you analyse single products, you can also analyse whole shops. So this is the overlay shop that I was just showing you. You can see their bestseller, their average monthly revenue for product, as well as how old the listing is. I like the listing age because you can kind of gauge how popular the niche is. If it's only been active for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, and it's made quite a few sales, that's usually a sign that it's obviously a very popular product and it might be worth making. Now, the second digital download niche that you could tap into is downloadable wall art. This is becoming very popular due to AI image generators such as Midjourney. The idea behind downloadable wall art is you simply list the PNG in a PDF, the customer downloads it and they either print it off at home, locally or online. And what I really like about downloadable wall art is you can set yourself aside from competition quite easily because all the images, they are unique and they don't tend to be the same as another image. So with a good enough prompt, you can make something truly unique and stand out from competition. So if we look at this listing here, pastel marsh sunset landscape painting. Now I'm 99% sure this image here has been made with an AI image generator such as Midjourney, something like that. And if we hit analyze listing, we can see it's done 425 sales in 6 months. And at £6.50 reduced from £10, that's pretty good because you've got to remember there's no fulfillment costs when you're selling a downloadable digital item. And if we go on this person's shop, we can see they've got 728 items. All of their listings kind of have the same aesthetic, so it's very likely that when customers are buying an item from here, they won't just buy one, they'll probably buy 3, 4, 5 because they're probably decorating a room and they want the room to match the vibe, so they're gonna bundle up on prints. And yeah, this shop's pretty good, so downloadable wall art, something I might consider. Another digital download niche you could target is small business templates. I have previously spoken about this on this channel and I think it is a very good one to target, especially coming into the new year as people tend to start up new businesses as part of a New Year's resolution. If we take a look at this listing here, business card template design for beauty, artists, hair, nails, lashes, that kind of thing. While it is very cheap at 96p, if we analyse it, they have sold 2,700 in just 10 months. And of course, when we go on their shop, they don't just have one listing, they've got 1,114 listings. And when you start a new business, obviously you don't just need a leaflet design, you need business cards, thank you cards, logos, anything like that. Maybe you need Instagram story highlights, that kind of thing. So again, with this shop, they're not just going to buy one item, they'll probably buy 4, 5, 6. So that £1 sale quickly turns into a £10 sale. Finally, the fourth digital download niche I'd like to show you is printable games. And these could take a bit of time to make, but again, with AI, the possibilities for ideas are endless. So you could set yourself aside from competition quite easily. So if we take a look at this listing here, it is 38 dinner party games to play at the table. Analyse the listing, it's up for £5.26. They've sold it 418 times, so very profitable, but again, this would take a long time to make to get 38 together. But if we go on their shop, you can see they've put an absolute graft in. They've got 814 listings and they've made 73,000 sales. If we analyse their shop, you can see they've been active since 2019, so about 5 years, 5-6 years. They've made 73,000 sales, so it's definitely a profitable area of Etsy and something you could explore. So now that I've identified 4 niches you could tap into when selling digital downloads, I want to talk about the challenges that sellers might face in 2025 when selling digital downloads. So the first problem when selling digital downloads is market saturation. I think this is mainly down to AI, to be honest, and how accessible it is to create images, come up with new ideas. A lot of people are doing it now more than ever, so market saturation is certainly going to play a big part when it comes to selling digital downloads in 2025. Pricing wars is also another big issue on Etsy and is a big problem within the digital download space. Now, when people make a digital download product, they see no fulfillment cost, so they tend to set the bar really low for their price point. But what they're forgetting to factor in is their time, and obviously your own time does cost money, so it is important to factor that in when you are pricing your digital downloads. But I think this kind of goes hand in hand with saturation, because the more products there are on the market, the more sellers there are. People are inevitably going to undercut one another. So if you are looking to sell digital downloads, just remember you will need to sell a very high volume to make any kind of real money. And the final challenge that you will have selling digital downloads on Etsy in 2025 is algorithm updates. As of 2023, Etsy updated their policies allowing AI generated art on the platform. But who knows, in 2025 this could change and Etsy might wipe AI art completely off the platform. So you have got to bear that in mind, and remember it is Etsy's platform, not your platform. So you have always got to follow their rules and stay in line with their guidelines. So now I've identified the problems with selling digital downloads, I want to talk about how we're going to overcome them and hopefully have a successful digital download shop in 2025. So to combat competition, I think the best thing to do is make hyper-specific niche products that people are likely to bundle up and buy together. Also, use AI to your advantage and try and make something that's popular but also completely unique. That way you won't be directly competing with an item that is pretty much the same as your item. It will be something completely new to the market. To further increase your chances of selling digital downloads, I think it's also worth offering discounts and offers. For example, buy 3 things, get 40% off, buy 7 things, get 60-70% off, that kind of thing. Remember, there is no fulfillment cost, so you have got a lot of room to play about with the pricing and your offer structure. And obviously what you want to do is make sure your title, description and tags are all keyword and SEO optimized. This will help stand out and compete with all the competition that is on Etsy. As for the pricing wars on Etsy, I think it's good just to set your items at a good middle ground. So you don't want to set them too low so that they're perceived as really low value and not a very good product. But on the flip side, you don't want to set them too high and make them, in theory, too expensive. So I think it's good to set a good middle ground product. For example, if there's items in your niche that are selling for £2 and £8, maybe set them at £4 or £5 and use really good mock-up images to make them stand out from the competition. In regards to algorithm updates, this can be a tricky one to navigate, so my advice here would just be to read the updates coming from Etsy in their newsletters, in their blogs, on their website, and just make sure that all of your listings are in line with their policies. So, is it still worth selling digital products on Etsy in 2025? Well, I think with the research that I've done through EverBee, it is still very much profitable. It's certainly not as easy as it used to be, and it is much more accessible through AI, obviously. But I think there is definitely still room to make sales and grow a successful shop within the digital download space. So I am going to start my shop late December and give you an update on it probably towards the end of January, start of February. So until then, wish me luck.